Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United vs Norwich match preview, and then shortly followed is going to be Liverpool. So to save us some embarrassment, we need to really get our act together, and we really do need to get a win for some confidence, because United at the moment, oh my god, there are lots of things to be depressed about, and we don't need another one. And losing to Norwich this weekend is definitely not going to do us any favors as fans. Definitely won't do anything in the club favors, because, like I say, confidence is at an all-time low. But ultimately, I do think the players have checked out. I do think that Ralph has checked out, and I just think we are just on cruise control and limping our way to the finish line. Because the season, let's be honest, is dusted. The season is dusted. It's very hard to find motivation to watch games and talk about games and talk about these players, because I think at the moment, like I said, they're not giving us anything. They're not giving us anything back. So I don't have high expectations for this game, and it's Norwich. It's Norwich, for goodness sakes. But just smash like on the video, do subscribe if you are new. Let's get straight into it. Right, form recently. Now this is gonna be very interesting, isn't it? This is gonna be really interesting. So Norwich, as many of you will know, are dead bottom of the Premier League. And in the last 5 games, they have lost 3, they have drawn 1, and they have won 1. Manchester United are sitting 7th in the league table, have lost 2, drawn 2, and have only won 1 game in the last 5. So, to be honest with you, our form compared to Norwich, who is at the bottom of the Premier League, is not really better. Now, is it? It really isn't better. If we won, in terms of, I don't even want to call it a top 4 race, but let's just say, in terms of the top 4 race, we'd be on 54 points. It'd be put us equal with Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal must still play their games. Tottenham must have to play their games. Spurs are currently in 4th with 57. So, like I said, even if you win this game, it doesn't really mean anything for the big picture. If we lose this game, we could get overtaken by the likes of Wolves. That's about it, really. Just by the likes of Wolves, because there's quite a big distance from the rest of the pack. So, the lowest we could go is probably 8th. Norwich, however, in terms of the relegation battle, this would be a big 3 points if they can get it. 24 points, put them equal with Burnley, move them up ahead of Watford. So this is a big game for Norwich. This really is a big game, and I would think that at the moment, the way Norwich is, also new manager. Well, I say new. Compared to the last time we played them, this is going to be a bit of a different story. I think Norwich will be up for this. I think they'll know that this is a weak United side, and this is a United side that's really dropping points every single day of the week, and I think they're going to try and get all 3 points if they can, In what fashion they do it, don't really know. We are playing at Old Trafford, so you would expect us to be in the front foot, so I would expect Norwich to be on the counter-attack and try and nick a goal just like that. I think that's basically how the game is going to go down. And in terms of United, I expect, even if we are on the front foot, who knows what the hell is going to happen? Honestly, who knows what the hell is going to happen? Some days we could turn up and we could beat the team. Some days we look like the worst team on the planet. So who knows? Let's just see. It's just luck of the draw. Put your hand in the goodie bag and let's see what type of United performance we get on the weekend. And then in terms of the players, I think Ralph Rangnick will pick. Obviously, he has his press conference tomorrow, so we'll get more of a insight tomorrow when I do the press conference reaction. But in my mind, this is what I would like. Ralph to play. I think Ronaldo just has to play. Ilanga, for me, definitely should still be playing. He's not the best in the world. He's not the perfect right winger. But if we're going to compare him to what we've got, and that's Marcus Rashford, oh God, play Ilanga, Play anyone else over Marcus Rashford, who's been absolutely horrendous recently, And for the whole season, actually, he's just been horrendous the whole season. Why am I lying? I'm not even saying recently, less of that. I think Sancho has to come back in. Goodness, I want Sancho to come back into the team, And, he got dropped for last game, and I think it just showed we weren't really better without him. If anything, he probably was. So bring back Jadon Sancho. He doesn't deserve to be dropped. He's definitely a first team player for United, so I played Jadon Sancho. In terms of the midfield, I think this is our best midfield that we can muster up together at the moment. I think you have to use Bruno, even though at the moment he's been absolutely awful again, but who hasn't? Paul Pogba, I think, play him, because again, I still rate him better than anyone else. Unless, maybe we can argue for Matic, I wouldn't mind that, but wouldn't mind Paul Pogba. And I think Fred, like I said, it's as shocking as it sounds, Fred has been our best player in terms of form, so just by that, Fred will have to play. Then we get into the defensive line. I think Telles has to play. Don't know if Luke Shaw will be back. We'll get some more information about that. But if Luke Shaw is fit, would I play Luke Shaw in a game like this? Probably, I probably will play Luke Shaw in a game like this because I do think there's not much between them, but I do think Luke Shaw is still a little bit better than Alex Telles. Varane, hopefully he's back. I hope Varane is back because I would play Varane. Maguire, I would love Maguire to get dropped. I'm not this lineup. I'm not guaranteeing. I wouldn't bet my house that Maguire is getting dropped, but I would love this backline to start because when you have Maguire in the team, as you've seen from last week and the week before that and the week before that, he's just a shit house. He's a useless centre back. He costs us loads of goals. He costs this team a lot, and he just deserves to get dropped. He does deserve to get dropped. So I would like to see Varane, Lindelof. I'd like to see Dalot because again, Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the last game, absolutely woeful and abysmal. So he had his chance, he didn't take it. Bring Dalot back into the team, and David Dyer obviously is in goal. As simple as you like, nothing too complicated, right? Now, quickly, score predictions. Google is telling me 78% chance of a Manchester United win, 14% chance of a draw, and only 8% chance of a Norwich win. Evidently, Google hasn't learnt its lessons. It hasn't learnt its lessons because I don't really think it's really that of a, how can I say, landslide for United to win this game. I have a bad feeling about this game. I don't think we're going to lose necessarily, but I don't think we can win this game. I think we will concede a very cheap goal, and I think United at the moment doesn't look like they can score more than one goal. So logically, that just means it's going to be a 1-1 draw, and I think that's what we'll go with. Hopefully Ronaldo can get his goal, and I think Norwich will score a dizzy goal because that's just how it is at Manchester United. We concede a lot of useless goals, and I think that's just how it's going to be. So I think it's going to be 1-1, but you never know. Like I said, even if we win this game, I'm not going to be happy because the season is dusted. The season is absolutely dusted. But anyways, if I take more of your time, hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you all have a good weekend. I will see you guys again tomorrow. So do smash a like in the video to subscribe if you are new. I shall see you all very soon. Goodbye.